after every Power Hour segment. And you get a special link in the Discord to watch all of the videos. So I'm not going to go too deep into the creating a birth plan segment because one of the previous Power Hour sessions was totally about creating a birth plan. But I do want to share this with y'all again real quick. Hey, Miss Nat, welcome in. We are doing Power Hour for labor prep and comfort measures. If it does not apply to you, that's okay. Tap the screen, share it out, you know, do the things. I hope everybody's having a great day so far, though. Hey, hi, welcome in. So I'm gonna flip my camera so that y'all can just see this real quick. Thank you for the daily. Okay. So this is, and I'm not going to share it here because, you know, they be playing games and stuff. But if y'all want to know what this is, just DM me. This is a place where you can find a totally free birth plan template. And I'm just going to scroll real quick to show y'all some of the things that are on a birth plan. This one is very interactive. So you can plug your stuff in, and what it's going to do when you're done, you're going to hit submit. And it's going to just wipe away all of the options that you did not select. It's going to make you one clean birth plan. Thank you for the popcorn. It's going to make you one clean birth plan template. And then it's going to give you a link and you'll be able to download it. Hey, Evan, you'll be able to download it. You'll also be able to directly send that link to your support team. Your partner. Hey, Renew, welcome in. Thank y'all for the pops. Thank you for the shares. Evan, we are doing Power Hour right now. Kaya, can you pin that thing again? I know it goes after a minute. Thank y'all for the dailies. I appreciate it. So I'm not going to go through the whole entire thing, but you'll see stuff like questions to ask your provider during your pregnancy. This is really helpful because a lot of people renew, because this is a new page. I had started fresh with a clean slate. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, clean, fresh start. Fresh start. Yeah. New and better things to come. All authentic and organic connections going forward. So, yeah. But this is great because a lot of people don't know what to ask when they're at their doctor. Like, your doctor will be like, you guys have any questions? And you're just sitting there like, no, I don't think so. A person who does not know what to ask cannot ask questions, right? So this is helpful because a lot of birth plans really only focus on the actual like labor part. And they kind of, this one, I like that it includes questions that you can ask to your provider. This talks to you about before labor begins, and things that you might want to discuss. This talks about if you happen to need to be induced, what are some of the potential options? This talks about pain management, different types of delivery, different labor positions that you might want to try. This talks about even if you are having or end up having a cesarean. This talks about after delivery, newborn procedures, your hospital stay and what to expect, special considerations. Thank you for the pops. Any additional notes, so on and so forth. So a very, very thorough birth plan template. It is my absolute favorite one to use. Like I said, I like that it's interactive. I have a flash goal. I like that. Hey, Becca, thank you for the daily. I like that, you know, like I said, you can click kind of what you want. It's interactive, whereas a lot of other birth plan templates that you find is just a printable one. You have to fill it out manually, and then you still have all these other things that you have to look at on the page once you filled out your stuff. Whereas with this one, once you fill it out, it wipes away all of the stuff that you did not select, and it leaves you with a nice clean template. Hi, Anna. Thank you guys for helping me with that flash goal. I appreciate y'all. So again, I'm not going to go too deep into the birth plan, but that is a good starting place for getting prepared for labor. Thank you for the daily. Thank you for connecting. I got you back as well. I did a previous segment and it did include more information about creating your birth plan. I will give another little reminder that these Power Hour segments, I do them every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the crown. So, if anyone wants to get the previous segments or any of the segments going forward and you worry about missing them, thank you for the flash gold TikTok. I appreciate you. I thought we hit it, but I guess it said 50%. But now we hit it. So thank y'all. These are recorded by TikTok automatically. I do download every Power Hour segment and then they get uploaded. And a link is provided in my Discord for all of my super fans. So if anybody is interested in that, I'm still mirrored, right? Oh, I forget. It's this one. Okay. Okay, I got one. It's gonna take me a minute when it's mirrored. Thank you for the popcorn. Okay, Becca, yeah, it's definitely cold. I'm up here in Connecticut and it's 8 degrees with a feel of -8. So it's definitely freezing. We got the fireplace going, but ooh. Hey, KP, thank you so much for the daily heart me. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for dropping the stickers. Yes, it's freezing. All right, so we just talked briefly about creating a birth plan. Next is hiring a doula. Love you back. I appreciate you. Thank y'all. Thank you for coming in. It is okay if you cannot gift me. Look, your presence is greatly appreciated. Your support to push the live out with comments and shares and taps are greatly appreciated. It is okay if you cannot give anything else. That is fine. I appreciate y'all very much. Hi, Mrs. Devon. Welcome in. Welcome in. My wonderful mod has pinned up here the topic of the day. Welcome to my Power Hour. Thank you for grabbing your daily heart me. I hope everybody is staying warm. I appreciate you for stopping in. So we're moving on to hiring a doula. I am a doula. Tisha with the level 5 level up sparks. Shout out to Tisha. Can we drop them level up stickers, please? Drop them level up stickers in the chat. I'm a doula. I've been a doula for 11 years. Actually, next month will make officially 11 years that I've been a doula. You are well past your mama days, but your daughter. Yes, I did see you say that in the Discord and I said, congratulations. That's super exciting. My bonus daughter is expecting her second baby really any day now. Hey, Tati, thank you for the daily. So very exciting. I will be a Mimi ×2 now. Yes, y'all, my bonus daughter, grandbaby number 25. That is amazing. That's amazing. I have 6 kids, right? Not including my bonus daughter. So that makes 7. Hey, Lando. And I said, if each of my biological children also have 6 children, I'm going to have 36 grandchildren. I don't think that they are all going to have 6 children each, but I mean, anything's possible, right? And plus my bonus child. Yeah. I mean, I would have, so my bonus daughter is 19, so she's really young. And I would have had to have her really, really, really young also. Talk kind of slow. You're at work, gave birth to 2, you have 18 now plus grandbabies. I love that. I love that. But yes, so I have 1 and another 1 on the way any day now. So I'm super excited. It's another girl, so that's two girls. I'm excited. But so I'm a doula. A doula is, in short, thank you. A doula, in short, is like your pregnancy labor support coach. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. A doula does not do anything medical and is not to be confused with a midwife. Okay, Renewed. Thank you, Lando. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Dr. Moni, welcome. So the doula does not do anything medical, but we do provide education, resources, tips, education. Did I say that already? I don't know. Comfort measures, support during the actual labor, support in the postpartum period, excuse me, and just kind of like your coach, right? You can kind of text them or call them. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, we're just like your right hand throughout your pregnancy, helping you with kind of any information or support that you need. Somebody that you can call in between visits with your doctor and say, hey, like I had a quick question. Of course, we are a little limited on some of the things that we can answer depending on how medical the question is. Okay, drive safe. But we can answer most things, most of the questions that our clients have for us. Thank you for the daily. Having a doula has proven with studies to be beneficial in multiple ways. People who have a doula are less likely to use an epidural or other pain medications. People who hire a doula are less likely to have unwanted interventions or C-sections and things like that. People who hire a doula report just overall more satisfied experience with their pregnancy and birth journey. So hiring a doula is really for anyone. And I have people that ask all the time, like, so even if I'm getting a C-section, should I hire a doula? Yes. Even if I'm getting induced, should I hire a doula? Yes. Even if I'm having a baby at the hospital and not at home, should I hire a doula? Yes. Even if I had a baby before, should I hire a doula? Yes. Everybody can benefit from having a doula. No two pregnancies are the same. Whether this is your 5th baby, your 1st baby, whatever it is, no two experiences are the same. And in all honesty, I find that my clients who are not first-time moms tend to have more questions than the first-time moms, because now they have something to compare this experience to. And they're like, this didn't happen last time. Is this normal? One time a client called me and was like, girl, I don't know, like, what's happening, but I'm so scared. And I was like, what? Like, what's going on? She was like, the baby is moving so much. And I was like, wait, what? She said the baby, it just will not stop moving. Like, is the baby okay? Like, this didn't happen with the first one. My baby was, I feel like he was just moving like normal. This baby, I was like, girl, bye. I was like, you're not serious right now. She was like, I'm so serious. Like, is this normal? Is this fine? I said, girl, please go take a nap. So sometimes those 2nd, 3rd, 4th time moms, they be the ones that be bugging. I'm not even going to hold you. They the ones that blow up my phone more than the first time moms. The first time moms, sometimes they just be like, I just figured this was normal. So I don't know. I didn't bother to ask about it. The 2nd time ones, they be driving me nuts sometimes. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, hiring a doula. Hi, Coach. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Thank you for grabbing your daily. Happy Saturday to you as well. Thank you for the repost. Today's Power Hour segment is labor prep and comfort measures. Hey, Juliet. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily. We just went over creating a birth plan and hiring a doula. Thank you for the heart puffs. I appreciate you. So, how about foods and drinks for labor prep? Now, I will also say, included with the food and drinks, I'll also say supplements too, right? Because there are some things that people want to try. Hi, Dr. Mimi. Welcome in. We are doing Power Hour, labor prep, and comfort measures. And the subcategory is food and drinks. Thank you for the daily. So, are there some foods and drinks and supplements and things that could potentially help you kickstart your labor? Kinda. But here's the thing. For one, you really, really, really have to be... Okay, which way is it again? Oh, it's this way. Wait. I still can't get the hang of it with the backwards. Good morning, kiddo. Hey, Liz. I got it. Thank you for the popcorn. I'm usually good at this, but I'm mirrored and it's backwards. Thank you. Hi. Hello. Thank you for the pops. Thank you for the daily. Hi, Michelle. Thank y'all for the taps. I appreciate y'all. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. Thank you for the donut. Dang. Shout out to y'all. Extra butter. So, for these things to work, you really have to be over the, like, on the tip of the iceberg already. Happy Saturday, Dr. Mimi. Thank you for coming through. So with that being said, it's hard to kind of know if these things actually help, because if you're already close to your due date, you could have just gone into labor anyway, even if you didn't eat or drink the things. So there's like, oh, there's, go try this meal from this restaurant. It's sure to put you in labor. Or like, oh, drink the red raspberry leaf tea. I will say red raspberry leaf tea can very much be a great beverage to include in your third trimester regimen for labor preparation. However, it is not meant to stimulate labor. Can it stimulate contractions? Yes, potentially. But red raspberry leaf tea, I explain to people, is that think of it as like the dumbbell when you're working out. The dumbbell is used to strengthen the muscle. Red raspberry leaf tea is a uterine tonic. It is meant to help strengthen the uterus to function better. So when you are in labor and having contractions, you can have more effective contractions. It's not meant to put you into labor. So can you prepare for labor with red raspberry leaf tea? Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, I have to disclose, always ask your doctor, okay? But generally speaking, red raspberry leaf tea is pretty okay for most people. Obviously, if you are high risk, you are already at risk of preterm labor and things like that, just avoid it. Red raspberry leaf. Yes. See, Michelle, it's nice to participate, because even if it doesn't currently apply to you, sometimes it's just interesting to learn different things. So, never hurts. You might run across somebody who is talking about it and you be like, oh, hey, I know about that. Here, look, go call you a doula. All right. I was on a TikTok live one day and it was this doula and she was talking about it. You should go look into hiring a doula. You feel me? You could always pass information along, even if it doesn't apply to you. Right? So, food and drinks is very like, y'all know I'm watching in silence. Yes. Chiropractic care and acupuncture. I honestly recommend that all pregnant people go to a chiropractor, unless they are, it's okay. Unless there is a physical reason as to like why it would be dangerous for you to go to a chiropractor, strongly recommend it. Like, I recommend pretty much all of my clients to go to the chiropractor. Hey, lovely. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Thank you for the daily. I appreciate you coming by. Hope you're staying warm. Um, and acupuncture can be really useful as well. I think it's great to have a chiropractor and an acupuncturist already on your team, because often when you are in the early stages of labor, wait, what? I give up. Thank you for the popcorn. I appreciate you. Hey, Shania, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Thank you for your daily heart me. A lot of natural type of, oh, I never went anywhere. Well, I did, but I never stopped going live. I just switched pages. So this is a new page. But I've still been live every single day, just not on the other page. So you found me. You're here. You made it. Hey, clean slate, fresh start, new beginnings. That's all. I wanted to reset. So, a lot of like natural providers, such as chiropractors, acupuncturists, things like that, are usually willing to squeeze you in at the last minute when you have like urgent situations. So if you have a chiropractor on deck or an acupuncturist and you're in early labor and is moving slowly, and you call them up and say, hey, can you squeeze me in today? I'm in early labor. I really want to like help get things moving. Can you give me an adjustment? Most of them are willing. And some of them, especially if they run a private practice, thank you for the pops. Yeah, no, it's not a fake page. It's me. It is I'm here. Some of them will even make a house call for you, or come to your birthing location for you. So definitely recommend getting chiropractic adjustments during your pregnancy. It has been shown that people who see the chiropractor regularly throughout their pregnancy have shorter and shorter/faster and smoother labors. So get you a chiropractor on deck. A birth ball. They're also known as exercise balls or yoga balls, you know, the big round one that you see people sitting on and stuff. Amazing for labor preparation. It's also really great for your lower back during pregnancy, kind of just helping to relieve pressure. Hey, Dina, welcome in. But it really can help to open up the pelvis, to allow the baby to descend down and settle into a good position. Hold on, let me get you back over here because I know I have you on my old page, but let me, before I forget. I switched pages, so this is a new page. But sitting on the birth ball and doing some exercises, you know, going in circles, doing figure eights, deep rocking back and forth to help tilt the pelvis, all of those things can help to open up the pelvis to help the baby to descend lower. As the baby goes lower into the pelvis, the baby's head will put pressure onto the cervix, which can help things to start moving along. When you're at the very end of pregnancy and and during labor. So getting an exercise ball or a birth ball or a yoga ball, whatever you want to call it, is a very beneficial tool in labor preparation and just labor in general. Please hold, because my kids are screaming and I got to find out what is happening. All right. So some comfort techniques. Now, I don't want to get in trouble by sharing a screen of another SITE or anything. So if y'all want to know more about these things that I'm about to mention, I strongly suggest that you write them down, or you can DM me and I will let you know where you can find more information about these particular things. Okay, so hip dips. Hip dipping is a technique where you would essentially lean over something like a counter, but you want it to be a taller counter that is kind of like, you know, up to here. So maybe even like your dining room table. I keep looking outside because it's so many birds. And a bird just came right here and landed on the window, a little blue one. So many birds today. All the pretty birds. There's like so many blue jays. Oh, that was so pretty. Y'all, today, this is totally off topic, but so sunflowers hold a very like significant value in my life, spiritually, just like everything. And today I accidentally got somebody's order from somewhere, but there was no name on the order. Like there was nothing. And it was literally 3 items in the bag. And let me show you. A bundle of sunflowers, a bag of sunflower seeds, and a jar of sun butter. Like literally my whole birthday was, where is it? I don't know. I can't see it. My whole birthday was sunflower themed. Like everything for me is sunflowers. That's what I said. And I opened my door and I said, did my husband send me flowers? I was like, he don't be giving me flowers like that. So I don't know. Very interesting. So with the birds just coming up to the windows and everything, I just feel like today is just a magical, like it's just a day. I love it here. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because that is just like, so hip dips. Hip dips are basically a motion of like seesawing your hips while leaning over like a tall counter or a table. And what this does is it can help a baby to rotate into the right position. So we know that head down is important, but head down is not the only thing that matters. You also want your baby to be in the optimal position, right? So optimal position is where their back is facing outward. So their back is facing out, and slightly off to the side, like not completely, but just a little bit, right? So that they have this, it makes it easier for their head to get underneath the pelvic bone to come out. Now, sometimes we have some babies who we consider sunny side up, which is when they're facing outward. Like if they're in your belly, they're facing outwards. And that can pose a problem because the back of their skull is now pressing against your tailbone, which can cause back labor during your delivery. And it is one of the most excruciating, painful things to experience. So it also can slow your labor down because it makes it difficult for the baby to tuck their chin and get their head underneath the pelvis to come out. So what we like to do is hip dips to ensure that the baby can rotate and get out of that sunny side up position, get into an optimal position, and make the labor easier. It also helps them to descend and everything like that. I will say that 75% of the time when labor is slow or stalled is usually because the baby is not in a good position. And unfortunately, if you're in the hospital setting without a doula, often your nurses and your care team are not going to assess your baby's actual position. They're going to do all kinds of other stuff. If your labor stalled, they're going to be like, okay, well, you can get up and you can go walk the hallways here. You can get on the birth ball. Like you can do this. They're going to do everything but actually assess how your baby is positioned. And other than head down or not, as long as your baby's head down, they're not really going to like assess much else and give you an actual like solution to change the baby's position. I'm not saying always, but more times than not. which is why it's good to have a doula or somebody there who knows how to assess that and help you with it. So I had a client once that was in early labor for like all day, and it just was not picking up or going anywhere. And I said, all right, I'm gonna come over. I usually don't like go over until things are moving, but I said, let me just come over there. So I went over there and I felt her belly. Hey, Nay, welcome in. Which, by the way, I will just have to disclose, doulas do not do abdominal like palpations. We don't feel for baby's position. Thank you for the daily. We can only assume, right? And do things to whatever. But I am also a midwife assistant. I'm also a midwifery student. And in the state of Connecticut, we can practice midwifery without a license. So I did what I needed to do for my client. But normally as a doula, you would not do something like that. But I felt, and I was like, yeah, we got to do a little something, something. So I did some hip dips with her. And as soon as she stood up, she was like, oh. And I said, Her stomach totally dropped. The baby descended down. And about 30 minutes later, her water broke. And then we was rocking and rolling. And then she was off to the hospital. And she got there and she was about 4 or 5 centimeters. So a lot of the time when labor is stalled or slow, it's really the baby's position. So those hip dips really are a good way to help the baby to reposition. The good news is that you don't have to know if the baby's in a good position or not. Doing hip dips will not take the baby out of a good position if they're already there. It just helps to further descend them down into the pelvis because of the way that it opens it up. So you can't hurt anything by doing hip dips, even if you're not sure if the baby's already well positioned, which is what I love about hip dips. So you can look that up. You can look up hip dips for labor. Yes, thank you, Kaya, for that reminder for the people. I'm going to put this here. Spinning babies. Spinning babies. Look that up if you don't know what it is. And you can use these two terms together. Hip dip, spinning babies. And you can research that and you'll find a video. Curb walking. Curb walking is basically where you have one foot on a curb and the other foot on the ground, and you just walk. And so you kind of teeter-totter your hips, and then you turn around and you do it on the other side. And basically, it's just another method of helping to open up the hips and allow the baby to come down and rotate. Great for labor preparation. Great for early labor when things need to get moving. Now we are more so going into comfort measures versus like actual preparation, right? So comfort measures, and actually I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm not advertising anything. This is just a tool that I use with my clients. It's called the Birth Deck. I will show y'all some cards from the deck. Again, I am not advertising or promoting anything. This is a tool that I use with my clients. I have multiple decks and I loan them out to my clients in the last couple of weeks of their pregnancy. I let them take it to the hospital or their birthing location with them, and then I collect it at the delivery or in their postpartum visit. There are 4 categories of cards: mind, move, support, and massage. Okay, so let me see if I can find the hip squeeze one real quick. Give me a minute so that I can also show it to you. Okay. This is the double hip squeeze. You are using your hands to literally squeeze the hips, but you're kind of squeezing and then like kind of doing this. So you squeeze and then kind of move inward. This helps to open up the pelvis. Counter pressure is also really, like, listen, the best, okay? Counter pressure really helps to alleviate discomfort, and it also opens the pelvis up to help the baby, to make a little bit more room for the baby. I don't have my pelvis model in here with me, but the pelvis is really flexible, and you can open up the pelvis by just a little bit more if you actually manually like maneuver it or go into certain positions. So on the back of each card, it tells you a little bit about it. So this one says, as the baby moves down in the pelvis, it's normal to experience pain and pressure in the hips. The double hip squeeze relieves pain and brings comfort. And then it tells you, it kind of explains how to do it. So I really love these cards. They're really a great tool. They make a great gift for somebody that you might know that is having a baby. And I call it the gift that keeps giving, because if they're having more than one baby, they can use it again. They can loan it out to their friends or re-gift it to their friends. Like, and as long as you keep the cards in good condition, they'll last for years and years and years. And it can be the gift that keeps giving. So really love this deck. This one is a tailbone press. And it shows you like the points on the tailbone, the lower back, because...
Mommy, can I have a snack?
Yes, ask somebody to get one for you.
But nobody's up there.
Okay, hold on. So, tailbone press, and then it tells you about it, right? Side lying release. Side lying release. And this one I can show you because I have it on a TikTok video. I think I posted it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. This is side lying release. And so this can help, you know, open up the pelvis a little bit more. So you're going to be straight. I'm going to straighten your legs out. We want to make sure you're nice and stacked. And then I'm going to pull this leg up, forward, and then we're going to let it drop down. And just let it hang. Just let it hang more towards the edge. So I'm not going to play the whole thing, but if you want to see side lying release, you can go to my page and please watch my video, like, share, comment, all the things. But side lying release is a great technique that, as you heard, helps to open up the pelvis. It can help to alleviate some sciatic pain. It can be used during pregnancy, but is especially helpful during labor. If things are, again, going a little slow, you do want to do it on both sides because, you know, the pelvis is symmetrical, right? So you, whatever you do on one side, you want to flip the person. You want to do it on the other side as well. So side lying release. You also have the Miles circuit. Miles, like you ran some miles. Circuit, like a circuit breaker. The Miles circuit is a 3-part technique that can help a slow moving labor, and also provide some comfort. So the first stage of the Miles circuit is, I forgot off the top of my head. Dang, I'm having a brain fart. I know the 3 steps, but I forget which one you do first. I think it's the extended, and I can't explain it either. Dang. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all. Okay, good. I got an image here. Okay, see, yeah, I was about to have those 2 mixed up. Dang, let me download this picture. All right, I don't want to let me download the picture. Here it is. Here we go. I want to download the picture because I don't want to show on the SITE because I don't want them saying I'm trying to get people to go places. So here's the image of what the Miles circuit looks like. It's a 3-part process. So you're doing hands and knees, and then you're doing, y'all know how you lay in the bed kind of on your side a little bit, with the pillow underneath your leg, and then lunges or like stairs, you know, kind of like that. And you do each of those for about ideally 30 minutes each. So like hands and knees 30 minutes, the side lying with raised pillows for about 30 minutes, and then lunges or doing walking the stairs up sideways for 30 minutes. Hey Katie. So that is really good for I wouldn't say the lunges and walking the stairs are very comforting, but the first two can help, can be really relaxing, but also have a purpose. Hola, thank you for the daily. Next up is massage and a TENS unit. So massage, again, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, and there are different cards that show you the different types of massages that you can do. This is, listen, you better learn how to do some back massage if you got somebody that's having a baby that you're going to be supporting. The third eye stroke, you know, here, little things that are relaxing, foot massage, things like that. So massage is really helpful. Yes. And TENS unit. Again, I am not promoting any products here. This is a tool that I use with my clients. This is a personal tool that I use with my clients. I'm not promoting this or telling anybody to go get this item, but this is the item that I use. This one is specifically made for labor. You can use it for other reasons, but I'm going to stop showing it now while I talk about it, so that hopefully that helps reduce any potential risks. But if you want to know more about it, ask me. There is a boost button on it. The boost button can be pressed during a contraction to help bump up whatever mode you currently have on. It has a contraction timer built in. It has a strap so you can hang it from your neck and clip it onto you so that you don't have to physically hold it. You can use one side at a time or both. It has so many different modes on there as well. And let me see what else. I forgot. Okay, yeah, I talked about those two special things, the boost button and the contraction timer. So really, like, just a great little system, specifically tailored with pregnancy and labor in mind. So a TENS unit can be really great. If you don't know what a TENS unit is, you see them often if you go to the chiropractor or physical therapy. They have the little electrodes, the little pads, the sticky pads that you usually put on your lower back. And they send like little electro stimulation, like vibrations or whatever, to the area in which it's placed, which is usually the lower back. Thank you for the pops. And I am going to make the last little bits of this. Yeah, I know. I just got my alarm. I'm going to make the last of this real quick because we got the big homie battle. And I ain't missing that. So, the last thing that is on this list is topicals. So when I say topicals, I mean things like oils, pain relief oils. One of my favorite is called Arnica. A-R-N. Hold on, I'll just write it because I'll write it in case anybody wants to take note. Right here. Arnica. Thank you, Kaya. Arnica oil is a natural flower or herb that can be used for pain relief. I make my own. I take the flowers and I steep them in oils and strain them, and I make my own oil. But they're really great for that lower back pain, the hips, things like that. And it can be used outside of pregnancy too. Generally safe and usually not irritating to most people. You can also combine that with certain essential oils. If you like, always make sure you have a carrier oil if you're using essential oils like coconut oil, olive oil, or something. But there are some that can bring you comfort. I wouldn't say that they necessarily are going to relieve pain, certain essential oils, but some like lavender are simply just comforting, right? So when we think comfort measures, we think comfortable, not necessarily pain-free or pain relieving, right? Just making you feel more comfortable. And essential oils can be very helpful for comfort. So that was the last thing that I had on the list, was topicals. Okay. So I hope that Power Hour was informative, enjoyable. I had a good time talking about these things because this is like one of my favorite pieces is the preparation for the labor. So tap in on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't remember what next week's topic is, but it's pinned on my page. Go register. And I appreciate everybody that came in and supported and showed love. And now it's battle time. We gotta go. Bye. Pressing the button. Run, run, run.